Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited to share with you guys 5 things that I do to take care of myself in my 40s. I'm going to be talking about all the things from how I eat, how I exercise, set my boundaries, mental health. When you're in your 40s, it is not about perfection anymore. I'm almost 46 and these are habits that have truly changed my life and I'm super excited to share them with you guys. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Rachel. I am 45 years old, almost 46, and I became a widow at 39 years old. For me, my journey of self-love and self-care is very, very strong, and it is definitely my mission to share that and so much more with women who are overcoming struggles or who have already overcome struggles. Want you guys to know how important it is to be taking care of yourself. It's very easy for us to put ourselves on the back burner. I'm not a doctor, I am just a mom who had to completely rebuild her life in her 40s. The things I do that actually make me feel good and look good. The first thing that I do is I do intermittent fasting. There's a ton of literature out there on this, so you guys can do your own research. I'm just telling you what works for me. It's basically scheduled eating. So I fast for 16 hours and I eat in a window of 8 hours. I find that when I structure my day this way and when I eat this way that I'm not bloated, I'm less hungry, I have less cravings, so many more amazing benefits. It works for me and for my body. With intermittent fasting, I am on more of like an eating schedule. I also work from home, and I think that when you work from home, it is really easy to just get like really noshy and like always go into the kitchen, grab a snack. Also the type of person where once I start eating, it is very hard for me to stop. So if I start snacking on something, like I could literally just go through a whole bag of chips. It's also really good for my gut health. I could go on and on about this. I love intermittent fasting. I love how it makes me feel. The only hard part about intermittent fasting is if you are a coffee drinker, and I am a huge coffee drinker, you have to have your coffee black. You cannot put any milk in it in the morning. So that takes a little bit of getting used to. I know that if I'm intermittent fasting, I am seriously taking care of my body and I'm doing what's right for me. I have always been a huge exercise fan. Like ever since I'm in high school, I always loved taking like step classes and going to the gym. Got very heavily into Pilates a couple years ago. I'm a lot more body fat. I'm not saying that Pilates is bad. I think I was just like way too focused on it and not focused enough on doing like cardio. Now what I do is a couple days a week, I do weightlifting, maybe like once or twice a week. The other thing that I've incorporated that I've been loving, and I hope I'm not sounding so cliche about this, but I've been using a weighted vest. Mine is now 12 pounds. I have an 8-pound weighted vest. Throw it on. I will walk for anywhere from 30 minutes to 1 hour. It's not too hot outside. I will go outside and walk with my weighted vest. I've seen such a difference in the shape of my legs. I've seen a difference in how hungry I am. It like curbs hunger, feels so much better. So I'm really trying to incorporate doing like 2 to 3 days of weighted vest walks along with a weight routine. And then I've also recently incorporated something new and it's really so much fun. It is called EMS Fitness and it's really, really cool. I'm gonna show a picture here of me wearing this little suit, but you put on this suit filled with electrodes and I go to a class. Instructor is controlling the strength of the like electro current. It's a 25-minute workout that's equal to a more than 2-hour workout. So I've been incorporating this 1 or 2 days a week. It's only 25 minutes. It's super fast. I go with my husband and we love it. I've also noticed a huge difference in my body since I started going, but also it's just like fun. Operating the weighted vest, using weights 1 to 2 times a week, and then this EMS Fitness as a part of my workout routine. Now that I'm in my 40s, I am so not freaking out about the number on the scale, about how skinny I am. Honestly, it's like, how good do I feel? How confident do I feel in my clothes? Are my jeans fitting me right? I'm really going a lot more off of like those cues in my head about my confidence level and how I'm feeling. I think that's one of my favorite things about my fitness life and my health journey in my 40s. Into my next habit, which is perimenopause. How am I dealing with perimenopause and being in this journey? What in the heavens is going on with my body? A couple months ago, I had my IUD taken out. For the first month, I was like a mess, like a literal emotional mess. I'd say the first thing that I've noticed is I'm definitely getting like the meno pouch belly, whatever they call it, the meno belly. I can't have a flat tummy anymore. Just about, I think, accepting my body in this stage of life and just realizing how far my body has taken me. I've started seeing like a more of like a natural homeopathic doctor. We have taken blood work. We're figuring out like my hormone levels. Why am I feeling this way? Why have I been tired at this time? I'm on a ton of supplements. Meanwhile, I hate taking pills, so this has been a struggle for me, but this is important to me. I want to work on my hormone health now. I've started taking progesterone at night. I am also going to be starting a thyroid medication. I'm not a doctor. I am just doing what works best for me and my body right now. Important to know, like every woman's journey when it comes to hormones and hormone replacement and perimenopause and menopause and all of that, this is a very individual journey. I'm just sharing with you what I do. Ask your doctor about these things. You shouldn't have to suffer through anything. I've definitely been getting hot flashes at night. Good times. Habit number 4, and this is probably one of my favorite ones, and that is I take care of my skin. Morning routine, I have an evening routine. I also do a lot of preventative treatments. I've had Ultherapy Prime, which is a tightening of the face via ultrasound. I do Botox regularly every 3 to 4 months. I have had filler, my lips done. I am really one of those people who's like do what makes you feel good. Also done lots of different lasers. I've done IPL, I've done Moxie, chemical peels, you name it, I've probably done it, aside from going under any sort of like facial surgery of any kind. There's nothing wrong with wanting to age without doing those treatments, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to age doing those treatments. If you have any questions about that, or you are curious about who I go see, let me know below and I will give you all the details. I really want to steer clear of the whole like anti-aging philosophy because that's not my philosophy anymore. It's growing and aging with confidence. Habit number 5, and this one is so important. I cannot stress to you the importance of taking care of your mental health and putting time aside for you. If you don't know what that is, it's time you start figuring it out. There are some non-negotiable things I do for my mental health. Number 1 is I go to therapy. I've been going to therapy for, gosh, I don't even know how many years. I actually have a master's degree in counseling psychology, so I really believe in the power of therapy and having talk therapy and being able to talk about your feelings, to be seen, to be heard. If you are struggling with your mental health at all, please seek help. It is okay. It is not taboo. I think it's so important to go to therapy, definitely in your times of struggle, but it's also the most important time to be in therapy is during the good times. You will learn so much more about yourself when you push yourself to go, when you feel like you don't have to go to therapy once a month. I will sometimes go more than that if I need to. The next thing is part of that same kind of self-care journey is setting boundaries. Now in my 40s, I am able to say no. For the first time in my life, I love saying no. Why? Because I know that setting boundaries is healthy for me, it's healthy for my partner, it's healthy for my children. It's okay to say no. If you have trouble saying no, start practicing it. So these 5 habits of intermittent fasting, exercise, my hormone journey, skincare and preventative treatments, taking care of my mental health, and setting boundaries have been game changers for me. Doing all of these things have helped me just become more empowered and become stronger. If you're in this stage of life, let me know what has helped you the most. Let me know in the comments below. I want to hear how you guys are glowing up in your 40s. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more beauty, style, and real talk for women over 40. Thank you guys. Bye.